All praise be to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai for this beautiful Shabbat He has granted us. Another day in peace. We thank Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. This is your community, GYC community. Are we live? I can't find it.
It's live.
Nobody's saying it.
You have to stop it. What do you do?
Oh, wait. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, what you want me to do? What the setup here? It's private. It says private. Take the scripture. I didn't want to use it. I'll fix it.
All praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Get me Ephesians 6 and 10 right quick. Ephesians 6 verse 10. We thank everybody for supporting this community, GYC community. Let's keep moving. Ephesians 6 verse 10. The book of Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 10. Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that he may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Right. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Right, in high places, all right? So that's why we got to put the whole armor of the Spirit, that when we stand, that we may be able to stand against the tricks of the devil. Today we'll talk about another trick. The title of the lesson is don't sell your soul for Christmas gifts. All right, so let's get to it. Get me Isaiah 42 verse 22. All right, so unplug from the matrix, from the system. Right, as Israelites come into this truth, some of you might be your first year. You still got a little penchant
you still leaning toward, either giving gifts because the backlash, or taking gifts, your family celebrating, you feel left out. Right? So let's get to it. Isaiah 42:22.
The book of Isaiah 42, verse 22.
Bring it out.
And says, but this is a people robbed and spoiled.
Right, so we are people robbed and spoiled. Robbed and spoiled. Keep taking whatever we have. They're robbing us and they're spoiling us. Meaning continually putting us in a situation where we rely on certain things. Being spoiled means to be conditioned. Just like certain kids, they are conditioned. If you don't give them Christmas gifts, they're turned into a spoiled brat. Right? We are robbed and spoiled, meaning we are people that they make sure they condition us to not be able to rise. Right? That's what spoiled means. Right? Get that in the dictionary for me if you can get that. We can get a good definition of spoiled. We're people robbed. We know what robbed means. They keep robbing us. Christmas is another plan devised to rob black people. Right? We're spending all that money on Christmas. We're still on the bottom of society. Right? We're spending all that money on Christmas. We still the every nation is making progress. China is trying to create their own artificial moons, but what are we trying to build? Nothing. Every nation are moving. If these people now, they want to put us back to slavery, what do we got to fight these nations? They got certain weapons. You see they're sending certain weapons to Ukraine. You're like, man, where you so get these weapons from? We should be scared in these days we live in to see as a people. We still, after years of slavery, we still manage to accomplish absolutely nothing. We only stand still because these people got drones that they can just program and just go kill you. They don't need anybody to manage it or anything like that, to maneuver it. It will find you and kill you. This is what the nations have been up to. But in America, black people are still sleeping. Like back then, they put us in slavery with little guns, like shotguns. Like the kind of weapon these people got now, they could literally put all of us in a concentration camp and none of us can escape. And that's scary. But we got money. We are people spoiled, meaning we lean upon, we condition. Read that, like, if you have the definition.
The definition of spoil is diminish or destroy the value or quality of, damage, impair some of the similarities, blemish, disfigure, blight, flaw, deface, scar, injure, harm, ruin, destroy, wreck.
Right.
Another definition, British, mark a ballot paper incorrectly so as to make one's vote invalid, especially as gesture of protest.
Right.
Out of the
so it's saying destroyed. Another one is condition, where people robbed and conditioned. Right? And we consider, just like it's in the will and share. After we're done with them, they'll pass it on to their children. And it'll be up to 1,000 generation.
Oh, there's another one.
What is it?
Archaic. It says rob a person or a place of goods or possessions by force or violence.
Right. All the above happened to our people. Right? Let's go back to Isaiah 42.
The book of Isaiah 42 and verse 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
Right.
They are all of them snared in holes.
All of them snared. Snared. What does that mean, to be snared? To be trapped. To be trapped. To be trapped. Black people are trapped in holes, meaning we cannot come out. We cannot get out of Christmas. All these things that we know as a people, we know these are the things that are destroying our people. But can we get out? Most people of our people that right now they are stressed about all gifts. Right now, I know today they're running back and forth like chicken with their heads cut off, trying to get gifts for their kids. Stressed. They don't even, they have their last dimes. You know, today's the 25th, right? So we know soon it's gonna be time to pay the house. In like 5 days, right? Some of them, those are the last dimes they got, they're gonna spend that. And they don't even know how they're gonna pay the rent yet.
Mm-hmm.
But they have to, because we are what? No, that's not what the Bible call it. We are spoiled.
Robbed and spoiled.
We are trapped in holes. Right? We are trapped as a people. We know it's wrong. We just can't stop. We can't stop. We know it's not good. It's not healthy for my economy. It's not healthy for my finances. It's not healthy for my life, for my family. We know it's not good because I'm spoiling my children. But we simply cannot stop. We are plugged to the system. All right, read on.
Says, but this is a people robbed and spoiled.
Read on.
They are all of them snared in holes.
We are trapped. If the Bible said, you better bank on it. We are trapped as a people. Read on.
And they are hid in prison houses.
All right.
They
So
are,
whether it's physical prison houses or mental prison houses, we are trapped. With Christianity, we are prisoners in our own mind. And with the system, we are physically prisoners all over the place. Our people's in jail, right? Because we're doing all these crimes to sustain a lifestyle, to sustain Christmas. Some of you let me tell you, I'm not making this up because I used to be loss prevention. You know when people steal the most?
on Christmas days.
During Christmas time. Around December, they say, watch out, man, there's going to be a lot of theft.
And most companies, like retail company, they usually hired a lot of security guards.
Mm-hmm. You know why?
You know,
because people got to support a lifestyle.
yep.
They're coming here to steal that Michael Kors purse because somebody needed that. And some of them going to jail. You know, we are people that we know it's wrong, but we are trapped in the system. We are trapped in the matrix, and we're gonna do whatever we have to continue to feed the system, including sacrifices our own freedom to please somebody else.
Even killing our own self.
Yes.
Because we can't afford a gift to give to someone.
And that's around December is a lot. Suicide go up. Suicide go up. Theft go up. I used to be loss prevention. I know for sure, man. That's when people would come and walk out. You seen that on the news? There's a guy, man, like that's the biggest theft in Florida. This guy come out, like you see things, he's dragging things behind him, bags, everything. Yeah, he went to a store and just clear it out.
Clear it out.
Clear it out, man. Like you can't even carry this stuff out.
Wow.
See, but this is what's happening where people spoil. Meaning we already know it's around the Christmas time. We gotta give gifts. We gotta take care of this. What do? I don't have the money, and I have to give gifts, and people expect me to give gifts. If I don't give gifts, I'm gonna lose friends. I'm gonna lose my family. I'm gonna lose my mama. My daddy won't talk to me. And I don't have the money like that. What do? I go to Ross and rob somebody. I go to Walmart. I go to certain place. Then guess what? They catch me. I go to jail. Was it worth it? Where people robbed and spoiled, right? Read on in Isaiah.
Isaiah chapter 42 and verse 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
Read on.
They are all of them snared in holes.
And snared, we trapped, read.
And they are hid in prison houses.
That's right, because we got to support that lifestyle. Read on, because we are spoiled. Read on.
They offer prey.
They offer what?
They offer prey.
What do the Christmas commercial target more? What kind of people they target the most? Black people. You see a black guy with a kid smiling, give kids, give, right? And there's always a smiling black guy, right? All their commercial got a black person on it. Listen, it's not because they're not trying to be racist, they're trying to make money. Because a lot of you see they're using black people in commercial. Listen, you just don't understand how economics work. When it comes to money, the white people no longer is racist. They'll use you. And they understand what the power of image. They understand there's certain group that are consumers in this country. And for me to actually attract them, I need to use their own people, their own type. Because black people ain't no care about no white girl smiling for Christmas. But if there's a black guy, that kind of, oh yeah, okay, we in this, we included. It's all about money. We offer a prey. Everybody's taking a piece of us. Mm-hmm. Tell me, the only people that are happy right now, I can tell you who, Publix. Exactly. Right, brother Yakwa? How much money they make?
Billion.
They're happy. I can tell you the only people that are happy right now is the CEOs, man.
Yep.
They're racking up money, and guess what? Right after Christmas, they cut hours.
That's it. Because they're
not trying to give that money back.
That's money they made.
Right, they're racking up the profits. You know, they're happy, man. And on top of that, they come to the poor manager and say, "Listen, last year we made 80 million. Like, why we make only 79.69? It's missing a couple of dollars."
Yeah,
we comparing the charts.
Yeah, they make anticipation.
What happened?
Because some Hebrew repent.
Some Hebrew repent. All praises. All praise. They're comparing how much we made from last year to this year. You know, like why we didn't make more. They still make a lot of money. Mm-hmm. Like they want to make more this year.
That's the way.
Even though we're in a recession and everything, they don't care. They're gonna run you down, and so you, the manager, can run these poor. And
they said like $2 million for every year or more $3 billion. But how much we usually make every year?
yeah,
Mostly most of the
$300 billion.
most of the neighborhood
Right.
Walmart, that's what they would do.
$300 billion. If you lose maybe $3 billion, you only make $300 billion. So you think you're gonna close?
yeah.
They lose so much money.
I don't even.
Listen, Esau don't wanna lose no money. That's why they're putting their money in God we trust, man. We're losing God out here. We're losing 3 billion gods. Right? That's not good.
One thing I can say, most of the job you said they're gonna close, they don't even spend more than 2 billion on employees. They don't even spend that. And most of the property they own them. They don't like Publix, like those, like they own them, or even they own them, that it just like change. That there is a change. And why did they say they're gonna close? Because of sometimes because they expect too much from consumer. They don't fight them. They say they're gonna close for them.
Right. So they're trying to preserve that money. The Bible says they are for a prey, meaning we are target of this society. Everybody trying to make some money out of a black man, right? So that's why they push these things hard on our community, on our people, right? And by the way, right where I live now, they already established a big Christmas tree,
Mm-hmm.
and that So they're putting the spirit in there.
Yeah, they have to. They had to.
So they're putting that spirit. They create that park, make it nice before creamer, right? So he goes, yeah, there's a tree, man. Like let's put them in the spirit.
That's the tax dollars, bro.
Why don't they go do that in Lighthouse Point, man? I don't see them doing that with them white people at, because we a target. They call us the consumers, because they listen. This system, the trap is that the system wants us to continue to spend money without thinking, without actually building something. They would be mad if black people's coming together and build a hospital. They ain't mad if we're spending money without, no thinking, right? They like that. Mm-hmm. That's why the Bible says we for a pray. Everybody want us to spend money, not actually building ourselves up, right? But I know you see all that money they're spending on the park putting a Christmas tree. If we ask for that same money as a loan, it's so difficult for a business loan, right? Most of people that give loans are like it's so much high interest, right? And it's so difficult. We know that we still have those zoning laws and all these things. If you put your area code, you qualify for certain things or not, right?
They put it illegal and to put the wrong address.
Right, it's illegal when you're doing your loan application. You can't be like, putting a different area code. We gotta know if you're in the hood so we don't borrow you, right? But we for a pray, read on.
They are for prey and none delivered.
No one is saving us from that. Read on.
For a spoil and none saith restore.
Right, they're taking everything we have. They're spoiling us. No one say restore. No one's gonna restore black people. Right, nobody. We're the only group that's in this situation, man. Right? Get me Ezekiel 25 verse 8. But what happens to us as a people? Why we in this condition? How come we come to such a pass? Why? Read that.
Ezekiel 25 and verse 8.
Read on.
Thus saith the other one,
What the Most High say? Read.
Because that Moab and Seir do say.
Moab is the so-called Asians, and Seir is the mountain of Esau, the so-called Europeans. What they say?
The house of Judah is like unto all the heathen.
The house what?
The house of Judah is like unto all the heathen.
The house of Judah, who's Judah, is the so-called African American, but at one point included the Levites, Benjamin, whom we call so-called Haitian, so-called African American for the majority, right? So the Bible say because those heathens say, behold, we become like the heathens. How do we become like the heathen? We're keeping their feast days. Right? We're living like they are. We were supposed to be a separate people, a separate nation. But guess what we're doing now? We're living like the heathen. They said, behold, the house of Judah become like the heathen. So let's take advantage of them. This is how we get to the bottom of the situation. It's because we were trying to be like them in the first place. We're trying to imitate them. We go after their Christmas. Now we become the prey. Right? If they don't want to if I establish a feast day, you're not gonna make more money out of me, or I'm not gonna let you make more money out of it than me. We established it. Okay, so they give us all these feast days so they can profit. That's what they always wanted, that we become like them so they could take advantage of us. So they could plug us to the system. Right? Get me Psalms 88 verse 4 and 8. So now, we all trapped. Even some of you want to get out, but your family won't let you get out. Anyone remember the Get Out movie? Right? Trap in a Pit. That was a perfect movie explaining the condition of black people. Mm-hmm. Listen, man. That movie, man, it was a masterpiece.
It's like you fall into a pit that you can never get to the bottom of the pit.
That was a masterpiece of a movie. I think that, but again, they could send as much as message to us. We can't get it. We are in the pit. What can you, and you see in that movie what they take the mind of the black, they put a white man's mind inside of a black man's mind, and they put you in that pit. And you cannot get out. The only thing that could get you out is light. When they flash his face with the camera, it's what is the light? Get me that. Proverbs 6:23. The only thing that could get you out of that pit is the law. Is that light, that flash. And that all of a sudden the men say, get out, get out, get out. He come back to his sense. This is what we're talking about. The Bible say we are snared in where? And where? And where? And holes. This is what the movie is telling you. We are snared in holes. We are trapped. We cannot come forth. Read that. Proverbs 6:23.
Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 23.
Read on.
For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light.
And the law is what?
And the law is light.
Read on.
Proof of instructions or the way of life.
The law is light. So meaning when we go out there and give them the light, that's how you trigger them to come out of the hole. Right? The law is light. It's gonna bring you forth from that hole. And you're gonna see that too. Actually, get me that in the Bible. I'm gonna show you. Proverbs 13, verse 13. Proverbs 13, verse 13. Right? When you brothers go out there and teach the people, that's what you're doing. You're giving them that light because they're all trapped, man. Even though some of them want to come out, but their mama is expecting gifts, holding them back. And that thing gonna create division. I've seen a brother left the truth and say, because, well, that thing put me in division, in contention with my family, so I had to leave the truth. Right? Some of them are going back to the world because of their family. Because their family is holding them back. He's holding them back in the snare of death. He's holding them back in the hole, man. Yeah, that's what we call crabs in a bucket. Even one trying to get down. Right? Even if he's trying to escape, man, that crab's gonna pull him back. And this is what the truth is coming to do. That's why Mashiach say, I come to bring what? Remember, division, man. That's the last thing Mashiach come to bring peace. There can be no peace because some crabs gotta be left on the bottom of the bucket. Because some of them gotta leave. We gotta leave. So, I'm sorry, Mama, but I don't do Christmas. And if that's gonna bring a division, I choose a Mashiach every day. Come on? I choose a Mashiach every day. I'm sorry. Right? Read that. Proverbs 13, verse 13 and 14.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 13 and verse 13.
Read on.
It says, whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed.
Shall be what?
Shall be destroyed.
Right. So if we hate God's words, we're gonna be destroyed, man. If any one of our people that don't wanna hear this word, man, they're gonna stay in that destructive state that they're in. Read on.
But he that feareth the commandments shall be rewarded.
Shall be rewarded. You'll find a reward eventually, man. The most as I said last Shabbat, man, switching to the truth could save you how much on Christmas? Right? 15% or more. Right? On Christmas. He'll save you. You'll be rewarded. By switching to the truth, you won't be stressed no more. Like right now, who's stressed among you about Christmas? I'm not stressed. Like, listen, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Spending another dime.
Right? You shall be rewarded. When you come to the truth, a lot of these trivial things and superficial things, we won't worry about these things, man. You got peace of mind. If anyone waiting for me for gifts, like, you're going to be stressed because you ain't getting that. Right? Read on. Verse 14.
Verse 14, it says, the law of the wise is the fountain of life.
Right. The law of the wise is the fountain of life. Read on.
To depart from the snares of death.
To depart from what?
from the snares of death.
You see, the law is, you see that in that movie, that flashes light. I just show you the law is the light. It says the law is that light to depart from the snares of death. Give them most a hand, man.
Hallelujah.
This is how we depart from the snares of death, man. We come out of this state of mind, man, all this stress and all these financial ruins that we were living in. Right? All praises to Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua, man. Right. To depart from the snares of death, man. That death is that same thing they show in the movie. Is that pit. You're living, but you cannot come forth. Get me Psalms 88. I'm gonna show you exactly where our people are. That's why we call the we gotta unplug from the matrix, man. We have to unplug from the matrix. And you see, they're having movies like that. You'd think our people would wake up. But the Bible says we got eyes, but we cannot see. We have a brain, but we cannot perceive. These people trap us using these holidays. This is why we can't come out of this system, man. Because all these little gifts and those little lights and those little things that hit on our eyes, we're living for the eyes and pleasing to the eyes. All these things keep us in the system. Read that.
Psalms 88 verse what?
Verse 4 to 8.
Book of Psalms 88 verse 4. Says, I am counted with them that go down into the pit.
Right, that's our people, man. We counted. We're not really dead. But they might as well count us among the dead. Right? We counted. It's like we're not dead, but yeah, you are numbered among them. If they're counting how many dead bodies, they'll put you among them. Right? Because you might as well be dead by the way you live. What you got? Yep, exactly, my brother. Crab mentality. Right? Right? We are counted like those that go down to the pit. Meaning we just like them. Because only a dead body never make progress. That's our people. We ain't going nowhere fast. All right, read on.
I am as a man that hath no strength.
We have no strength, no power. It's like these people possess our bodies, man. We have no strength to say enough is enough. No more Christmas. Right? We can't do it. You know, only the Most High could have really brought us out of these things. Because what strength and power did we have? Even in our mindset, we don't want to leave these things alone. Even if we know the Bible says, nah, we can't do it, man. It's too much pressure.
Yep.
It's too much pressure to leave Christmas alone. From family, from children. You know, even some of our people that come to the truth, they go back. Because the pressure is too high. And soon your mama's waiting for gifts like anytime now. Your dad is waiting, you know, before you know you got problem with your whole family because they all are plugged to the matrix and you not. They're trying to plug you back in. Right? Pressure is on. Read on.
Free among the dead.
Free among the dead.
Like the slain that lie in the grave.
Right, read on.
Whom thou rememberest no more.
Right, the Most High, man, he ain't about them dead. The Most High say, I'm the God of who? The who? The living, man. The Most High is not the God of the dead. So if you understand that dead state, you praying to the Most High, nothing is happening. He's not gonna answer you living in a dead state. That's why all your Christian praying is nothing's happening for you. Because the Most High is the God of the living. But what can give you life, though? What can give you life? Anyone? What's a precept for that?
We just read the verse.
We just read it.
Ooh. Ooh. There's a better precept, though. Let me get that. I think that's in Baruch. Get me Baruch 4 verse 1. Baruch 4 verse 1. Right? What can bring us back to life, man? Let's see. The book of Baruch, 4 verse 1. That's in the Apocrypha, my friend.
Baruch. Book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 1.
Read.
It says, "This is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endured forever.
Right.
All they that keep it shall come to life."
Right. The law endured forever. The church says it's done away with, and this is why we all dead in the church. Right? And all that keep it shall what?
And all they that keep it shall come to life.
Right. All those that keep it shall come to life. You're gonna finally understand what's happening around you. You'll no longer be trapped in the system. We will come to life. And this is what's happening in our communities. We're coming back to life. We understanding what the system is all about. Then now they're complaining about the church don't have enough attendance. Because we leaving the grave, come? We leaving the grave. They're complaining about their dollars missing this year because less people keeping Christmas, come? That's what it is. We're coming out of the grave, right? But all that what? Finish that, Baruch. Hold on. Read that.
It says, all they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die.
Shall what?
Shall die.
All that leave the law shall die, man. Right? So this is the dead. We're reading in Psalms 88. Right? Free among the dead, we're walking around. Right? Lawless people, not making any progress, following the crowd. Right? Financially ruined, educationally ruined. Everything is destroyed, spoiled. Our young women are destroyed. Our children are destroyed. Our husband, there's no husbands in the house. Our women are complaining, no men's are watching them. It's like everything in our communities are upside down. You had something? What happened?
I was saying pork sales is declining.
Oh, pork sales are declining. All praise to Yahweh. Right. So all these things are declining because we don't have to lift a finger against the system. We just need to repent. If you think it's gun, it's weapon that's gonna take, the Bible says in righteousness Israel shall be saved. We don't have to do a thing, keep the commandments. I don't have to pull a gun on Esau and try. Nah, anyone that think that's the way that we're gonna be saved, trust me, the Most High already blessed the white man with weapon. While he blessed, you cannot be more blessed than it. Right? So in righteousness we shall be saved. We got to get our people out of the church. Guess what? The church is the biggest business in America. The money making machine. They say the church make more money than even tobacco and everything else. Right now they're really concerned. Even in England they're saying, man, I don't know, man, church is declining. They're saying, man, pork sales are going down. They're going, we can't find people to work on Shabbat. Nobody want to work on Shabbat. Because the system don't run on Duncan, it runs on Negroes.
And no Macy's sell no more.
All right, we just got to stop being the tires they run on. All right, that's it.
Gotta let them on the full joint.
That's it. Right? You know what happened when your tire blows out? You can't drive no more.
What you gonna drive on?
Right. And that's the only thing. That's all we gotta do. Just keep the Most High commandment. Right? That's all it is, brothers. Right? So let's go back to Psalms 88. The Bible says, man, anyone that leaves the law shall die, but anyone that keep it shall come to life. Right? We shall come to life. Because you just don't understand what that means. When you're dead, nothing is working for you. Nothing is working for our people. Tell me one thing that's working for black people. One thing. That's working well and that we can say, man, we're proud of. The music industry, I don't think you're proud of that. What else? We playing basketball. Are you proud of that too? Is that an accomplishment? When all your men are forced to marry white women, you know, all the money they make anyway, they're gonna find something and jack them up with. Yeah, because right now, man, we proud of the NBA, right? What happened to Colin Kaepernick standing for his own people? What happened to Kyrie Irving? All these men treat them like slaves. Are you proud of that? Now you're trying to boycott the NBA. Well, you know you're not gonna boycott it. You're trapped. You're trying to boycott Nike. You can't do it, even if you want to. You love them too much.
Gotta wear them.
Right? You can't boycott Christmas. You love Christmas. We're gonna play these songs at your job till you love Christmas. We're gonna brainwash you. Right? You can't leave it. Right? How can you leave it? With what strength? The Lord say you got no strength. You got no spine. That's what it means when you got no strength. You can't make any decision. You can't say enough is enough. You know all the history of like how long we've been going over how racist all these feasts were back then. Remember the first gifts of the white little boys used to get was a slave. There was a movie I watched. You see, they bring the little black boy as a gift to the white girl, and the white girl was running la 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 with a slave running behind her, you know, with a chain around his neck. That you were the gifts, your children were the gifts. So how long we've been telling you that all these things are racist as hell? Talk about you against racism, but you celebrate racist feast days. Things that have nothing to do with you. But you know, you can't stop, can you? You trapped.
It has nothing to do with Mashiach too either.
Right.
And even in United States, this Christmas thing came in on 1870.
Right.
That's when they came in. They accepted the Christmas to be celebrated here, but it was never about the birth of a Mashiach Yahusha.
But we all know that. They know it's racist. They know it has nothing to do with the Bible. They know Satan means Satan backward. I mean, it's about time the white man just said, you know what, let's just call it Satan. You know, like even then you still gonna keep it. You know why? Because you're in a hole. You're trapped. Just like in that movie, you're not your own no more. Right? You have the white man's mind now. Like even if you know you're here, you can't get out.
And
you're in the matrix.
And all these traditions come from the Romans. Romans used to celebrate that feast. But now it becomes the traditions of America where all nations drunk.
Yeah, as the Bible says, you drunk of the wine of the fornication.
Of the fornications.
You don't know what you're doing. You're just a puppet now. All right, let's go back to Psalms 88 and 5.
The book of Psalms 88 and verse 5.
You can't get out. Even if the white men tell you, you can't get out. Some of you even see white people say, we the Jews. You see all that's happening with the seller. You can't get out. You're trapped.
Psalms 88 in verse 5. It says, free among the dead.
Free among the dead. Read
like
on.
the slain that lie in the grave.
Like, you're not really in the grave. You see that when you see the word like in a sentence, that's comparison. It's comparing our situation. Right? Although we alive, but we like dead walking in the grave. Right? We ain't going nowhere fast. We ain't moving. We ain't making progress. You know, a dead body, you can just poke it. He ain't gonna do nothing back to you. Right? That's our situation like. Right? Read on.
It says, free among the dead, like the slain that lied in the grave,
Read.
whom thou rememberest no more.
Right, it's like the Most High don't even remember us no more, because the Most High can't deal with no dead bodies. You know?
And they are cut off from thy hand.
Oh no. Read on.
And they are cut off from thy hand.
Meaning the Most High is no longer holding us up. Because cutting off from your head, Most High used to carry us, help us out, but he ain't helping us no more. Right? We on our own. Because we rebel against the Most High.
Hosea 5:15.
We bite the hand that feed us.
Hosea 5:15.
So the hand that feed us, let us go. It's like, okay, do your own thing. Be you. You wanted to do creamer? Yeah, you got it. Now we living in financial ruin and we still have to spend some more. Read on.
It says, and they are cut off from thine hand.
Uh-huh.
Thou hast laid me in the lowest pit.
In the lowest pit, meaning we are people that we in the lowest bottom, the lowest of the lowest, lowest among all people. Can you believe this? Since the slavery time, we were the lowest. We still the lowest. And we're not talking how you would think, oh, black people is not making money. It's not a money problem, ladies and gentlemen. We can't come together because every man is according to his own way. Every man is following his own thing.
It's a discipline problem.
Right. We in the lowest. You would say black people don't have money. It's not I don't like you can go to school, you can make money. This is not gonna solve our problem. Our problem is we are not what they call, we are not nationalists, meaning we don't care about the nation. Everybody sees his own self.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We need to stop going after the heathen and making them make money. Right? We need to find our own culture and stop going to the church and making the church the white Jesus money. White Jesus make money for white people.
Like you would say there, we are individualite.
As the Bible say, we become like the heathen. You see? This is where the problem is.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to imitate somebody else. We're trying to be followers of other people. And the more you follow these people, the more they take advantage of you. Right? That's what the problem is. Right? Read on.
It says, thy wrath lied hard.
Finish 6.
It says, in darkness and
in what?
The deeps. It says, in darkness and in the deeps.
Right. The darkness represent what? The lack of light. The lack of the law. The law is the light.
There's no law.
Right? We have no understanding. We are set in a deep pit where it's dark. You see that? You see that in that movie? Listen, man, they all know what they're doing. That movie, man, it's a deep pit and it's dark. Can't get out. The Get Out movie. That darkness mean what? Lack of understanding. Lack of knowledge. We don't understand what we're doing. Right? Even though like we in total confusion. Like a lot of them, you talk to them, do you know you're Israel? I never knew that. That means you were in the dark. You didn't understand what you were doing. Right? In the lowest pit, in the dark, in the deeps. we have no idea. All right? We have no clue. Verse 7.
It says, thy wrath lied hard upon me.
Right. The Most High is angry at our people for Christmas and all these things we do. Read on.
And thou hast afflicted me with all thy waves.
With all thy waves. Waves meaning problems after problems. Problems after problems. Problems after problems. All that happens because what? Right? We were trying to be like the heathen. We were trying to keep their feast days, their Christmas. Right? We refuse to have our own culture. We refuse to have everything that's our own. Like, you know, have our own God, like have our own country. We don't want that. We want the white Jesus instead. We want what belongs to the strangers instead. So the stranger is going to take advantage of it. And so the Most High say, my waves of punishment keep coming at you. It's waves after since slavery, man. We've been getting them waves. All kind of problems, all kind of crafty laws these heathen keep putting on our people. Right? Waves after waves. All right. Now the new waves, man, is our children, man. I don't know where that generation is gonna be in 10 years. It's finished. It's destroyed.
Well,
I don't know. There's no words to explain that generation, man. It's like you see grown out man by my house, man. I don't know, man. Every time I see that guy working, man, he's a homosexual, man. I'm like, please, Lord, take me out of Babylon. That guy, he's doing extra. Say strong black man that could have been an example to the youth, but you see him working, he's thinking he's a female, jacked up in his mind.
You'd be surprised, man. Like the other day too, it's this big old guy. He goes to the gym. He's big, like the masculinity, you can see it in his face. But he's sweet.
He's sweet.
He's sweet. He's so sweet, and his voice so loud inside of him. And I'm like, listen here, man.
Take me out of Babylon. Please send me a
It's
chariot.
about time, man.
Beam me out of this place.
And he's not ashamed.
Something.
He's not ashamed. He's not ashamed. He's so loud.
Listen, those men could have been strong men fighting our wars and our battles, man. Look at Russia, man. They got strong men fighting for Russia and preserving the motherland. But all we got are sweet niblets.
CC.
Right? We ain't got no men that can fight and stand for the cause of the people. But all the cause they're fighting for, the white men distract them with Pride Day. Like let's make, like, we should have men that fight our cause. Right? That fight the cause of the people. But now we are given new causes. Instead of fighting for the people, now we're fighting for gay rights. Men that should have children, taking care of their children, now are not interested in having children. Right? All they're fighting is so they could cut off their private part. Right? So this is why the Bible says we lay in it. Because if you don't have strong men to fight your battles, and what can, I mean, come on. If you have no men that fight your battle, you lose that war before it even begins. Right? Let's read on that.
It says, that has put away my acquaintance far from me.
Right, far from me. Read on.
That has made me an abomination unto them.
Right, my acquaintance is like all those people that know me. Right? Nobody really want to be with around me in the ghettos. Put them far from me. And you across Dixie Highway. We live in the east, you live in the west. The west is dirty, the east is clean.
You got a railroad track.
Right, you become an abomination. And everybody, I remember I watched a movie, you guys may remember it. I think that girl, when she went to the hood, she's like, is this America? You remember that black dude that was poor and the lady adopted him and he become a football player? That was that movie back then. But the lady went to the hood, she's like, is this in America?
It's called The Blind Side.
The blind side. Meaning the side that nobody see of America. The blind side. Meaning the side that nobody's covering. Like, gang could be killing me. We don't cover this one. Like, don't go in this area. This is what we live in places like even white people are like, dang, this is Haiti or America.
We don't care about these people.
Like, this is the side we don't want anybody to see about America. But you got.
After you went there visiting somewhere in America, in Detroit, you said, I'm going to do this in America.
Right.
Because it was so bad.
Right. If you went visit America on Detroit, then he's like, nah, that's not that. Nah, that's a third world country right there. That's not what I see on TV. Right? Because this is the blind side. This is the side you don't see in America. Right? Right? This is where there's garbage everywhere. Yeah. Flies and all kind of chicken roaming around. Chicken, right? You like, that's not America, because America don't have chicken roaming around. Okay. But yeah, in the ghettos, chicken roam around for free. Right? You can ask my neighbors too. I see them. Right? So this is where we you put me far away from my acquaintance. We become an abomination. Anyone that see black people, like, man, listen. Right? The cops stop you because they watch you in the every bad thing is happening to you because everybody thinks you're an abomination. You go to the store, they assume you steal it. Right? The cops see a black man driving a nice car, he assume you steal that car. You can't have a nice car, you're black. Right? We become an abomination to everybody that see us. If we make any progress, it's impossible. You can't make progress because we don't put you in a situation where you can make progress. Right? So this is the metric right there. We become an abomination. Read on, finish verse 8.
Verse 8 is that has put away mine acquaintance Far from me, thou hast made me an abomination unto them. I am shut up.
I'm
and
what?
I am shut up,
Read on.
and I cannot come forth.
I am shut up and I cannot come forth. I'm locked up. Right? Even if I know the way, but I that shut up doesn't mean like physical. It's talking about your mind. It's shut up. I don't know if, it's that kind of mental problem. Some people got some, I don't know, I don't know if that happens to you sometime. You thinking, I'm just giving you a taste of what the Bible's saying. You thinking so much you cannot stop thinking. This is called depression, right? Anyone? I mean, if you haven't suffered that, that's good for you. But depression is when you get to a state where your mind is in a loop.
In a fixed mindset, you become fixed.
No, it's not fixed. It's like you keep thinking, but you cannot break from. That's depression comes before you go crazy. If you don't know,
Yeah.
there's stress, depression, crazy. Depression is when you have to go to a hospital. They give you a medicine to break you out of your thinking.
Yeah,
You're thinking so much you cannot stop thinking.
you cannot bypass that.
You cannot bypass it. You go on, you like, oh my God, I can't stop thinking. It's like you're in hell in your own mind. Right.
Those are atheists when they thinking about God doesn't exist. They're
They're depressed.
They're trying to go.
It's like the chicken or the eggs first. Like chicken, eggs. It's like, man,
You're
I
trying
need to go to the hospital, get a shot and break me out or put me to sleep so I can stop thinking.
Yeah.
Right?
That's why someone who don't believe in the Most High, trust me, it's about time he goes crazy.
Right.
Because once you start asking the question, who created God? Who created the other God? Who created God? It's like your mind is like
It keep looping.
it's a loop. So
You go nuts.
you go nuts,
Right. So that's what I'm talking about. Black people, we in a loop in our own mind. We shut up. We cannot comfort. Like we can't do it. Right. Even though we trying to break free from that, but that gifts come around that Christmas. I want that gift. You're back at it. Right. You're back at it. Get me Wisdom of Solomon 14:27. You can't come out. You can't come forth. You shut up. Right? We shut up in our minds. Right? And the white men know how to get us too. Right? At your job, they're giving you that gift you cannot refuse. That gift card. That's dragging you back to the system. And the system only love itself, man. Doesn't love you. Meanwhile, they're making money of you. The only thing they want from you is your money, is your courage, is your years, your youth. Work, you go to work so you can buy Christmas and keep it going.
Yeah.
And you got a shirt that say repeat, do it again.
Yeah.
Right? Buy work, buy gifts, repeat.
Yeah.
That's where we are as a people.
That's a static mode.
Static. All right. Wisdom of Solomon 14:27.
Wisdom of Solomon 14:27.
Uh-huh.
It's for the worshipping of idols not to be named is the beginning.
The beginning,
the cause, and the end, of all evil.
Of all evil is the beginning, the cause, the end of all evil. The reason why evil means all things bad. The reason why we in all kind of evil, everything is wrong with our people. It begins with Christmas. You might be like, how? Well, let's say how, because you gotta spend all that money. Then you go to, you stay in the poverty. You gotta keep robbing people. You go rob people for money. Your children, now it affect your money. Now you think, okay, my money, okay, only my money. Well, your children too. Your children are spoiled. You got to give them specific gifts, right? If you don't do Christmas, they're mad. They don't talk to you, right? Your husband leave you because you didn't give him the right gifts. Your family's broken now. After your family broken, now you got to go rob. You go to prison. You got a record. Now you can find a job. Everything is connected to that freaking idol. Right. To the worshiping of that idol. Because I was just trying to give Christmas. I lost my family, my kids. I go to prison. Now I can't even work. Now I got to keep robbing until I get shot. See, the Bible say idols the beginning. Because of all these, what these idols are asking you to do, require you to do. When does in the Bible, you see any feast of the Bible doesn't require you to give nobody gifts. It doesn't require you to give nobody. It doesn't say you had to give gifts. None of it. None of the feasts of the Bible say you have to give gifts. Thou shalt give a gift. No, it doesn't say that.
It says Ecclesiastes 7:7. It says the gift destroyed the heart.
Right? Doesn't require any of that. If you give gifts, that's at your own will. Even when you giving the Most High gift, it say at your own will, if you want.
I didn't ask you.
I didn't ask you. But if you're doing it, do it right though. Right? At your own will. You don't have to. But in the world, you have to. The idols require gifts.
You don't give the husband a gift during Christmas.
You're going to lose that good husband.
Lose that, huh?
He become a bad husband because he didn't give you a gift on Christmas.
I mean, he wasn't good.
You love, no, even if that means taking care of their house. Because he doesn't give you the gift you want. You're going to leave him. This is how the world is now. Because he didn't give me the right Christmas gift, so I left him and looking for a new one.
Yeah.
You without husband, you 40, you talking about you want 100K, man. Get a cat, get a dog, and die. What you got?
There's a lady, her name is Donna Badgers. There was like some kind of Christmas thing at her house. Her mom and her dad came over and her 3 kids. And something happened, the Christmas tree caught fire. And she lost all of her 3 kids.
Right.
The oldest one was like 13. So all of them burned that same night.
Right.
She was saying in the interview, I wish I died and this and that. And she said, you know what, now every year what I do when there's Christmas, I go to a place where there are kids, I bring gifts and stuff like that. I'm like,
she still keep Christmas.
Still didn't repent.
Listen, let me tell you, one thing I like to say, listen, we don't mind the heathen keep Christmas. That's their thing. No matter what they get, they won't repent from it. They love it. That's all they know. They don't know the Most High, the God of Israel. But we're talking about our people, man.
Don't force it on us.
Right? Our people. This is who we're concerned about. The heathen, man, even if they know, they still keep.
I can do whatever you want.
They will. The Bible said in Micah 4:5, they have their own gods. Right? They have their own gods. They don't care about that. Right? Verse 28. We're going to try to wrap. Verse 28.
Wisdom of Solomon 14:28.
Read on.
It says, for either they are mad when they be merry, or
when they're what?
They're mad when they be merry.
For them idols, when they be merry, when they're supposed to be having a party there, they become mad. Because the gift wasn't right, the stress. Listen, I do party rentals, man. I see the stress on the people. They don't even want to pay me, but they have to. So, I mean, all these films, we gotta spend all that money. Yeah, you do.
Money.
Taking advantage of your foolery. Good. Thank you.
Pay up.
As the Bible, soulish children. All right?
Children that will not repent.
Exactly. You won't be stressed. And I'm happy.
I'm
So
collecting.
problem. All right, read on. So for either they are mad when they be married, right? Read on.
Or prophesy lies.
And prophesy what?
Or prophesy
They
lies.
say Santa Claus is coming on December 25th. That's a prophecy of lies. Because you know he ain't coming. Right? There ain't no fat men just sliding down your chimney trying to put gifts. You prophesying lies. That's what happened when you're teaching your children lies. And they're going to become liars. They're going to lie to you. Because you've been telling them lies all their lives.
Become
Right.
their profession.
Right.
Or live unjustly.
Or live unjustly or go rob somebody. Read.
Or else lightly forswear themselves.
Or lightly forswear themselves. They say something they don't really mean. They say, man, I'm going to get you a bike for Christmas. You know you ain't got money for no bike. They forswear themselves. Right? Lightly. They say something they know they ain't going to keep their words. Right? All right, so let me try to cut this short. Get me Deuteronomy 7:25. Because a lot of our people, man, listen. You'll be asking, man, can I take their gifts in a way? Like, you can't take their gifts, man. This is what trap you. This is where the trap and that's why the Bible say we trapped and hold. This is one of those devices that keep you coming back. Right? The gifts. When we were kids, what were we most interested of about Christmas? Brother, what was your the most interesting part about Christmas? When we were kids? Music, gifts, or food?
Yeah.
There we go. He said it. Was it gifts for you? There we go. You know, so someone saying, man, I don't keep Christmas, but I take the gifts anyway. You know that's what Christmas is. Christmas is the gift. Right? So imagine someone keeping Christmas, but he have no gifts in the world. Listen, man, ain't nobody coming. We all know this. We both know this. Right? Read that out. Deuteronomy 7 verse 25.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 25 says, the graven images of their gods shall he burn with fire.
Shall he what?
Shall he burn with fire.
That's what we're supposed to be doing with them trees, man. We don't.
Thou shalt not desire the silver or gold that is on them.
Right. So the silver and the gold that's on the idol, man, don't take them. Thou shalt not desire them. All right. Despise them and said, well, I don't want no gifts that have nothing to do with that. Read on.
Nor take it unto thee.
Right. Read on.
Thou be snared therein.
Thou be what?
Thou be snared therein.
That's the trap. The Bible says don't desire the gold or the silver under that tree or on that tree. Because it's going to be snare unto you. How? How? Where's that verse this morning? Deuteronomy 20:29. I mean Ecclesiasticus 20:29 the Apocrypha. Yeah. Let me show you how it's going to be a snare unto you. It's going to be a trap unto you. Ecclesiasticus 20:29.
It says, present and gifts blind the eyes of the wise.
Right. The present and the gift blind the eyes of the wise. Read on.
And stop up his mouth that he cannot reprove.
Stop up his mouth that he cannot reprove. Then how you going to take the gift? Then you're going to tell your people that Christmas is wicked. How you going to do it? Right? You eating that Christmas ginger cookie and you talking about Christmas evil, brother. Wicked. How you gonna do it? You see, this is why you shouldn't take the gifts, because I know them heathen. Your mama gonna say, didn't you just get a Christmas gift? Now you talking about Christmas wicked. You just participated. Right? Finish that. Ye hypocrites.
It says, present and gifts blind the eyes of the wise, and stop up his mouth from that he cannot reprove. Wisdom that is that's
it. You stop up your mouth that you cannot reprove. That's what happened when you're taking gifts. That's why we got in Proverbs 15, right? We read that earlier too. What's that? Proverbs 15. Let me get that. It's for a reference. Proverbs 15:27. It says, he that hate gifts shall leave. If you hate gifts, you're gonna leave, because what? Gift is not free. Gifts are never free. People expect something in return for that gift. Right? Some of you really think it's free gifts, but wait till you don't give somebody a gift and they give you one. See their face. right, like that brother made a video, like he gave that other one a PS5, the other guy gave him a candy. Give me my gift back. Right? So because it wasn't free as you think, he needs something of equal value.
Yep.
Right? So the Bible say he that hate gifts shall leave. Right? You're taking things from people, then soon they expect something back from you. Yep. You got some women taking free things from men. Like, trust me, one day he gonna need that back. Some way or another, you're gonna pay. Don't think he's stupid for giving you all that money or letting you ride his wheels. He gonna need that back, right? Don't love gifts. That's why gifts become a snare unto you. A lot of you taking that Christmas gift. One day you'll want, every year you will want that. I don't celebrate. I just take the gifts. But the Bible says you're gonna burn that. You're not gonna want that. Finish Deuteronomy 7:25. We wrap up with that.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 25. Deuteronomy 7:25. Says the graven images of their gods shall he burn with fire. Thou shalt not desire the silver or gold that is on them, nor take it unto thee, lest thou be snared therein. For it is an abomination to the Most High thy Father.
Read the next one.
Neither shalt thou bring an abomination into thine house.
Right. So those things that belong to idols. When the Most High said, don't bring an abomination in thy house. Read on.
Lest thou be a cursed thing, lest thou be a cursed thing like it.
So some of you say, man, I just take it and bring it to my house. The Bible says, well, it was given to idols. It's a cursed thing already. You bring it to your house, you're gonna be cursed. You're gonna be cursed with that gift they give you. Don't even think about bringing that gift to your house. Right? Finish that.
It says, but thou shalt already detest it.
Thou shalt what?
Thou shalt utterly detest it.
Read on.
And thou shalt utterly abhor it.
Abhor it. The Bible, abhor is a strong word. It's worse than hate. Like really, really, really hate it.
Hatred.
Read on. Like, die.
For it is a cursed thing.
Right? It is what?
For it is a cursed
The Bible says that your Christmas gift is a cursed thing. Don't bring it to your house. The Bible says, love your neighbor as yourself. Don't give it to your neighbor. Don't take it. Right? Don't even think about taking. Don't bring it to your house. It's a cursed thing, and it's gonna curse you, and it's gonna curse your family. Because those things, as we see in 1 Corinthians 10:20, those things that the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to who? To who? To devils, to demons, and not to the Most High. Do not be in communion with devils. Because you eat devil stuff, you're gonna belong to devils. Right? As I say, those devils give you gifts. Don't think you're gonna get away with gifts. There ain't no gifts for free. They're gonna come back and hunt you for it. Right? So my people, hearken unto the word, man. Let's embrace the light of the Most High, man. So we can get out of the hole, man. The pit, and stop living like the dead. On that, all praise to the Most High by Hashem Yahushua. I hope this lesson really helps somebody out here, man. I imagine la pani mi aroshel me sten fe Joseph. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Barakatah Hawa. Ba'ashem. Hamashiach. Yahushai. Lanatananu. Wayom. Hashabat. Bashalom. Borak. Yisrael. Selak. Yisrael. Todah. Amen. Blessed be your name for the Shabbat day, O Yahweh. Thank you for the understanding, for the lesson, reminding us always not to compromise our faith no matter what, and do not let ourselves give over to gifts and presents, so we can be saved from that snare and the trap that our people have found themselves in over thousands of years, repeating the same things. Yahweh, give us character and give us perseverance and give us a strength that we may say no to the abomination of the heathen, that as a people we may rise up. Unless we give up these things, we'll never move forward, O Yahweh. Let us not be enticed by what the eyes see, but let us be enticed by what the heart see. And let our mind be fixed on Yahweh. and let our mind be fixed on His laws and His light. We pray that you bless Israel, everyone, wherever we may be. Our people, those that have known thy truth and those that have not known, let them be rise up to the truth and let them rise up to understanding and wisdom. And that our people can rise and make progress and no longer lie among the grave, no longer die, no longer lie among the dead, but we may rise as the living and that the world may know surely the Most have a chosen and special people unto Himself. Bless Israel, bless the nation, rise us up, and let your mighty name be made known in these last days, and let the world know that the Most High have returned. We pray and ask all these things by Hashem Yahushua Tawat Tamyan. Amen. Shabbat Shalom Yisrael.
Shabbat Shalom
Barak Hashem Israel. Hallelujah Hashem Yahweh. Shabbat Shalom O Israel. Shabbat Shalom Yaimo. Barak Hashem Yisrael. Hallelujah Hashem Yahweh.
The Most High, hallelujah. All praises to the Most High by Hashem Yahushua. Thank you for coming here. Remember a donation, commitment, and all things. Give the Most High praise. Shabbat Shalom.